Beneath the charming and wholesome exterior of Flipper lies a story full of hidden secrets and controversies. The 1960s TV show, with its portrayal of a friendly bottlenose dolphin helping the Ricks family in the Florida Keys, captured the public's imagination. While the series was known for its uplifting message of friendship between humans and dolphins, not all was as perfect as it seemed on screen. Behind the scenes, tensions ran high, and troubling truths were kept from the audience. From disputes over animal treatment to personal conflicts among the cast, Flipper's production was far from smooth sailing. The glamorous image of the show was carefully crafted, but the reality behind the making of the beloved Dolphin series tells a much more complex story of ambition, exploitation, and hidden drama. Behind the scenes of Flipper, the beloved 1964 TV series, there were a number of surprising secrets and scandals that many fans of the show never knew. While the show became famous for its heartwarming stories of a friendly dolphin and his human companions, the production team worked to create an entertaining atmosphere that was not always as innocent as it seemed on screen. One of the most surprising details about the sound production was the method used to create Flipper's iconic calls. Rather than using actual dolphin sounds, which would have been difficult to capture or replicate consistently, the sound engineers used a modified kookaburra call. The kookaburra, a bird native to Australia, has a unique and distinctive chattering sound that the team found suitable for the dolphin's voice. This decision was made because the natural sounds of dolphins were hard to manipulate for the dramatic effect that the show required. The modification of the kookaburra call to mimic the sound of a dolphin was a key example of how the production team used creative sound techniques to ensure that Flipper's calls were memorable and easily recognized by viewers. While this method may have been unusual, it proved effective in creating the emotional and familiar connection between the audience and the dolphin character. In addition to the sound tricks, the series itself was not without its own set of scandals. Despite its innocent appearance, there were issues with the treatment of animals on set. There were concerns raised by animal rights activists regarding the well-being of the dolphins used in the show, particularly the conditions under which they were kept during filming. Some reports suggested that the dolphins were subjected to stressful environments to ensure they performed the stunts and behaviors required for the show. This created a degree of controversy, as it raised questions about the ethics of using wild animals for entertainment purposes. Despite this, Flipper remained a hugely popular show for many years, and the dolphins featured on the program became stars in their own right. However, the behind-the-scenes reality was far less glamorous than the images that viewers saw on their TV screens. The combination of sound manipulation and the hidden concerns about animal welfare showed that the production of Flipper was not as idyllic as it may have appeared to audiences. These secrets and scandals, while not commonly discussed, have come to light over time as more people have begun to question the ethical aspects of entertainment, particularly when it involves animals. The use of modified animal sounds and the treatment of dolphins on set remind us that even the most innocent-seeming shows can hide complex and sometimes troubling realities beneath the surface. The origins of Flipper date back to the creative minds of Riku Browning and Ivan Tors, who co-created the concept, taking inspiration from marine-themed television shows that were growing in popularity at the time. Browning was responsible for conceiving the original story that would go on to capture the hearts of viewers across the world. The series, which featured a dolphin as the central character, quickly became known for its portrayal of a friendly, almost magical relationship between the dolphin and the human characters. The show revolved around Flipper, a highly intelligent and playful dolphin who served as a companion and protector to the family in the show. Flipper's adventures were seen as a symbol of friendship and heroism, particularly as the dolphin would often come to the rescue of characters in perilous situations. The friendly nature of the relationship portrayed on screen made Flipper a beloved character, especially among children. However, while the show presented dolphins as friendly, intelligent creatures, the treatment of the animals used for filming paints a darker picture. Dolphins like those used on Flipper were confined to small pens, which were far from the vast open waters they naturally inhabited. These pens were restrictive, limiting the dolphins' movements and social interactions. Moreover, the methods used to train the dolphins were outdated, employing techniques that would be considered inhumane by modern standards. These methods included the use of negative reinforcement and other approaches that stressed the animals, all in the name of entertainment. Despite the show's charming depiction of Flipper as a heroic and lovable creature, the reality behind the scenes of the production highlighted significant concerns regarding animal welfare and the ethics of using wild animals in film and television. The treatment of dolphins on Flipper serves as an example of how the entertainment industry, in the past, often prioritized production values over the well-being of the animals. Rick O'Barry, the primary dolphin trainer for the 1960s TV series Flipper, later became a prominent advocate against dolphin captivity. Originally, he had trained the dolphins that appeared on the show, including the main dolphin, Flipper. However, after a significant change in perspective, O'Barry expressed deep regret for his role in capturing and training dolphins for entertainment purposes. He realized that keeping dolphins in captivity was harmful to their well-being and dedicated the rest of his life to advocating for their freedom. His efforts included founding the Dolphin Project, an organization focused on the protection of dolphins and other marine mammals. O'Barry's shift in attitude also led him to speak out against the practices of dolphin shows in aquariums, where dolphins were often kept in small tanks and made to perform for human audiences. On the other hand, Ivan Tors, the creator and producer of Flipper, was the subject of some espionage suspicions during the time of the show. Tors, originally from Eastern Europe, faced scrutiny because of his background and his frequent travels, which raised questions about possible connections to espionage activities. These suspicions were fueled by the political climate of the Cold War, during which individuals from Eastern European countries were often viewed with suspicion. However, there was no concrete evidence linking Tors to any espionage activities, and these allegations remain largely speculative. Despite the rumors, Tors continued to be a key figure in the production of Flipper, and the series remains one of the most beloved family shows. Luke Halpin's portrayal of Sandy Ricks in the television series Flipper earned him fame and recognition during the show's run in the 1960s. Despite his youthful charm and talent, Halpin faced challenges in securing substantial roles after the series concluded. Many child actors find it difficult to transition to adult roles, and Halpin was no exception. His experience reflects the common struggle many young stars face when the spotlight fades, leaving them seeking new opportunities in an industry that can be unforgiving. The series itself became iconic, captivating audiences with its heartwarming tales of adventure and friendship between a boy and a dolphin. Interestingly, the production of Flipper also highlighted an industry practice common at the time: reusing sets. After Flipper wrapped up, those same sets were adapted for the series Gentle Ben. Such recycling of sets was a cost-effective method used by television producers, allowing new shows to save money while maintaining aesthetic continuity. This practice showcased how production teams often sought ways to maximize resources while minimizing costs. Luke Halpin's career and the reuse of sets in shows like Gentle Ben illustrate the complexities and realities of show business, where fame can be fleeting and creativity often thrives on past successes. The 1964 television series Flipper has garnered a range of sentiments from viewers reflecting on its enduring charm and nostalgic value. Many reviewers appreciate the series for its sweetness, entertainment quality, and unexpectedly educational aspects. One viewer reminisced fondly about childhood crushes on characters like Sandy and Porter, highlighting how the engaging narrative pulled them into the magical world of Bud and his dolphin companion, Flipper. This personal connection speaks to how the show resonated with young audiences, sparking their imaginations and encouraging a sense of adventure, even among those who were initially hesitant about swimming or facing the water. Another critical aspect that multiple reviewers noted is the show's ability to portray children and their experiences authentically. The characters felt like three-dimensional individuals rather than mere caricatures, which contributed to the program's appeal. The emotive performances and relatable storylines fostered a natural connection with the audience, allowing children to immerse themselves in a world of exploration and friendship, showcasing the bond between humans and dolphins. Moreover, the reviewers' longing for a specific song from the series, described as being possibly French, signals the lasting impact the show's music had on its viewers. It serves as an illustration of how Flipper not only entertained, but also embedded memorable elements within its storytelling that viewers fondly recall years later. This dimension of nostalgia serves to further enrich the viewer's experience, making Flipper a sentimental favorite. While some may critique the simplicity of its plots or the relatively straightforward characterization, these elements can also be viewed as a strength. The straightforward narratives invite children to engage without being overwhelmed by complexity, allowing them to enjoy the fundamental themes of friendship, adventure, and the wonders of nature. Consequently, for many, Flipper holds a specific place in their hearts, symbolizing a time when storytelling was a vessel for innocent imagination. In conclusion, the reviews collectively paint a picture of Flipper as a beloved series that fostered creativity and offered heartfelt entertainment to children. Its ability to combine adventure with relatable characters and meaningful lessons resonates with audiences across generations. For those looking back on their childhood, Flipper surely stands out as a pinnacle of wholesome family programming, deserving of its praise. Viewers remain grateful for the moments spent in the company of Bud and Flipper, creating a lasting legacy for the series in the hearts of its fans. As we wrap up this journey through the world of Flipper, the beloved television series that captured hearts in the 1960s, there is more to uncover beyond the show's adventures. What happened to the charming cast after the cameras stopped rolling? Each actor's path after Flipper holds intriguing stories filled with triumphs, challenges, and unexpected turns. Discover how these individuals transformed their experiences in Hollywood into lasting legacies, including career changes, personal growth, and their reflections on being part of such an iconic series. This exploration not only shines a light on the lives of the stars, but also offers a glimpse into their lasting connection to Flipper's legacy. Stay tuned to delve deeper into the lives of the talented cast and learn what fate had in store for them after the iconic show took its final bow. Daniel J. Travanti portrayed Commander Willard in the 1964 TV series Flipper. His character was marked by a strong sense of duty and a deep connection to marine life. Travanti's calm authority and nuanced performance distinguished him in a cast primarily appealing to younger viewers. As Flipper became popular, Travanti's career began to rise, showcasing his talent in a role that offered little room for emotional expression, yet he excelled in bringing depth to Commander Willard. After Flipper, Daniel faced significant challenges. His career went through rough patches as he struggled with typecasting in the industry. He became involved in personal hardships that included dealing with alcoholism, which affected both his work and personal relationships. In the late 1970s, he found success again with the role of Captain Frank Furillo in the series Hill Street Blues, but his experiences led to a more complex persona off-screen. Rumors and scandals surrounded his private life, including allegations of tumultuous romantic relationships, leading to strained connections with family and friends. Later in life, Travanti became a passionate advocate for acting education and spoke openly about the importance of overcoming personal demons. As of the last reliable updates, he remains low profile, focusing on personal peace away from the limelight, though he continues to be remembered for his impactful performances. Barbara Feldon played the character Erna Morley in the 1964 television series Flipper. While the series focused on a dolphin and its adventures, Feldon's role as the matriarch added a touch of warmth and complexity to the show. Erna was often portrayed as a caring figure, embodying maternal instincts and shaping the family dynamic central to the series' themes. However, after her role in Flipper, Feldon faced a challenging transition in her career, attempting to shift from a beloved television actress to a more diverse range of roles in film and theater. Despite her initial success, Feldon encountered a series of setbacks, including being typecast and struggling to find substantial roles. The pressures of her career and the scrutiny of fame led to personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. She faced public speculation and rumors about her personal life, which cast a shadow on her professional achievements. In later years, Feldon shifted focus toward writing and appeared in various guest roles across television. The last known information on her indicates that she remained active in the entertainment industry, occasionally appearing in interviews or retrospective discussions about classic television. Her journey reflects a life marked by both achievement and struggle, embodying the complexities many actors face. And Burt Reynolds played the role of Al Bardaman in the 1964 TV series Flipper, a character who was a close friend and mentor to the show's young protagonist. His presence brought warmth and wisdom as he guided the youth through various challenges. Although the show provided a charming backdrop, Burt faced personal struggles often overshadowed by his on-screen success. After Flipper, Reynolds' career soared in the 1970s with films like Deliverance and Smokey and the Bandit, establishing him as a box office star. However, behind the glitz lay shadows. He faced financial troubles in the 1990s due to a series of unsuccessful investments and a costly divorce from Lainey Anderson. These events put him in severe debt, leading to bankruptcy in 1996. He also battled health issues, including a heart scare in 2010, and later, a treatment for cancer. As of late, Reynolds remained a nostalgic figure in Hollywood, having passed away in September 2018, leaving behind a legacy marked by charisma and complex. Luke Halpin gained recognition for his role as Sandy Ricks in the 1964 TV series Flipper. His character, a young boy who forms a bond with a dolphin, became a symbol of innocence and the joys of youth. The success of Flipper propelled Halpin into the limelight, making him a teenage heartthrob. However, his rise to fame was not without challenges. After the show ended, Halpin struggled to navigate the transition from child star to adult actor. He appeared in several films and television shows, but none achieved the same level of success. In the years following his initial fame, Halpin faced personal struggles, including battling addiction and grappling with the pressures of celebrity life. His relationships were tumultuous, with reported incidents of conflicts within his family. These difficulties took a toll on his mental health and public image. Despite these challenges, Halpin continued to work on different projects, often in lesser-known roles. As of recent reports, Halpin lives a more private life, distancing himself from the Hollywood spotlight. Little information is available about his current activities or endeavors. He has largely stepped away from acting, but occasionally reflects on his past experiences. This retreat has left many fans curious about his well-being. Luke Halpin remains a figure marked by both early success and later struggles, embodying the complex journey many former child stars face. Andy Devine's role as Hap Gorman in the 1964 TV series Flipper showcased his unique ability to portray a kind-hearted, somewhat bumbling character who found himself in various adventures around a dolphin and his young human friends. Devine's deep, gravelly voice gave life to Hap, making him memorable to audiences and adding warmth to the show's narrative. Despite the character's lighthearted demeanor, Devine's real life was shadowed by personal struggles and darker experiences. Born in Arizona in 1905, he faced significant challenges in his career, notably a serious car accident that left him with a disfigured face. Devine's career spanned decades, but it was marred by periods of alcoholism, which affected his personal relationships and professional opportunities. After Flipper ended, Devine struggled with finding roles that matched his earlier success. He continued to act sporadically, appearing in lesser-known projects and television shows. His personal life was complicated. He had a troubled marriage and struggled with health issues later in life, culminating in a battle with cancer. The last chapter of his life saw him retreating from the public eye. Andy Devine passed away in 1977, leaving behind a legacy that intertwined both his cinematic accomplishments and his personal demons, a reminder that behind the smile often lies a hidden sorrow. John Carr played the role of Porter Ricks in the 1964 television series Flipper. The character was a devoted father to two boys, creating an image of warmth and dedication. Kerr's performance captured both the charm and the struggles of parenting, with a backdrop of adventures involving the dolphin Flipper. Following Flipper, Kerr's career shifted notably. He starred in various television shows and films but often struggled with being typecast, limiting his opportunities. Beyond acting, Carr faced personal challenges. He dealt with substance abuse issues, which severely impacted his relationships and career trajectory. Reports of erratic behavior and difficult episodes in his personal life emerged, hinting at a darker side overshadowing his early successes. Kerr's struggles were compounded by a seemingly endless battle with depression, which he faced largely out of the public eye, intensifying his isolation. In later years, there are sparse records of his life, with limited public appearances. The last known information indicates he remained away from the spotlight, living quietly. The mystery surrounding his final years leaves many questions unanswered about this once prominent figure from television. Huntz Hall played the character of Barney in the 1964 television series Flipper, a role that marked a notable early point in his career. The character was often viewed as a comedic sidekick who interacted mainly with a young lead, and the dolphin, providing moments of humor amid the show's adventure themes. After Flipper, Hall's career experienced fluctuations as he tried to find a steady footing in an ever-changing entertainment landscape. He continued to act, but faced challenges typical of former child stars, struggling to adapt to adult roles and facing typecasting. Hall's life had dark corners, marked by substance abuse issues and troubled relationships. In the 1970s, he faced significant personal hardships that led to several run-ins with the law. One of the most glaring incidents was his arrest for drug possession, which cast a shadow over his public image. His attempts to reinvent himself often fell short, leading to a decline in acting opportunities. As of the last known information, Hall had largely retreated from public view, with little news of his later years, and he passed away in 1999, leaving behind a complex legacy within the entertainment industry. Brian Kelly portrayed Porter Ricks in the 1964 television series Flipper, playing a character that was both a father figure and a wildlife protector. He captured the essence of a man dedicated to his family and marine life, often facing challenges that tested his resolve. After Flipper, Kelly's life took several unexpected turns. His acting career faced hurdles, leading to fewer prominent roles. He struggled with the impact of his early fame, which left him feeling isolated. Despite this, he continued to work in the industry, transitioning into voiceover, and the allure of Hollywood faded. In his personal life, Kelly faced significant hardships. He dealt with multiple divorces, which strained his relationships and emotional well-being. Financial difficulties compounded his struggles, leading to a life that was often at odds with the success he once enjoyed. Brian battled with depression, compounded by the pressures of fame and roles that he could not escape. His final years remained somewhat shrouded in mystery, with little information on his whereabouts after stepping away from the spotlight. Brian Kelly passed away in 2005. However, the details of his final days remain private. The once vibrant star became a cautionary tale of how fame can turn dark and complicated, leaving behind a legacy intertwined with both love and Flipper, the charming dolphin that captured hearts in the 1960s, brought joy and adventures to families across America. The series premiered in 1964 and quickly became a beloved classic, showcasing the bond between boys and their ocean friend. It featured a cast that included Luke Halpin and Eldon Quick, who faced their own life changes since the show's end. Halpin pursued acting and voice work, but faced challenges in the industry, while Quick moved into a quieter life, reflecting on his time as a child star. Flipper not only entertained viewers, but also sparked an interest in marine life and conservation. As we wrap up our exploration of the show's impact, we invite you to think back to your childhood. Did you watch Flipper? What memories do you have that connect to those carefree days by the water, perhaps dreaming of your own adventures? Share your stories in the comments below. We would love to hear how Flipper played a part in your childhood memories.